Alright guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is Ali Plays, and we're going to be doing an in-depth guide slash review on Angar. So we're going to be going over skills, artifacts, and masteries. We're going to review him, and then we're going to show him, showcase him in some places in the game. So yeah, let's get started. This guy Angar recently got reworked. He seems like pretty mediocre for a lot of people, but I think he is pretty good. But for a Void Legendary, he's not that good, but for a Legendary, he is pretty good. So let's look at his basic attack, double hit, and he places an extra hit if the enemy has a provoke debuff. So he can basically do an extra hit. So that's basically like 4 attacks if he's able to land provokes. But unfortunately, you're not able to land provoke on bosses. So this would actually be pretty crazy if he's able to do it, because if for Fire Knight, he'd be a Slayer for Fire Knight. So if you increase the levels of his books, just 5% damage, 5%, and then 10%. So he actually does not need any books. I mean, you can argue that his A2 you can use a book to make it 3-turn, but he's okay without it. So Infuriate is his A2, attacks all enemies. That's Beast because he places a provoke on all of them for 1 turn. What makes it even better is that he also places reflect damage on all allies for 2 turns. So that's gonna be crazy for Fire Knight. And then he also places a counterattack buff on himself for 2 turns. So they're gonna be constantly taking damage. He doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it's okay. Bravado is his passive ability. So if an enemy with a provoke debuff attacks, he has a 40% chance of placing a provoke debuff on them for 1 turn. So he can increase the duration of the debuff, which is crazy because he's just crazy in general. So there's going to be constant provokes on the enemies. Each hit taken will reduce damage taken by 5% up to 30% in 1 round. His aura skill could have been better, but he is going to be a beast for faction wars because increased ally HP and faction crits by 44%. That is a lot. So yeah, overall his kit did get a little bit better. His scaling is not that good, so he's not going to be doing a lot of damage, but he does have a lot of utility in terms of helping you guys clear dungeons in the first 2 waves, and as well as Fire Knight against the boss in the first 2 waves. So let's look at the artifacts. How do we build them? So we're using a Frost set. So you need 4 pieces for 1 set. The reason why we're using Frost set because he is a provoker, so when the enemies attack him, he has, I think it's 30%. He has a 20% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the attacker. So that is crazy. And he also using him with accuracy, 1 accuracy set. By the way, this is my brother's account, KillerCast. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I don't have an Angar. Okay, so he's using accuracy to try to get his accuracy up, so you can use him in arena as well as dungeons. And even faction wars, you're going to need accuracy for that. So we're going to look at the substats. So substats you're going to be looking for, obviously, his HP percentage to do some more damage and make him tanky. Defense as well. We tried to get his defense as high as we could, but it was hard to do, trying to reach all the stats that we need. Yeah, another substat to look for is obviously defense percentage, speed. So this guy actually does need speed because you want him to go first so he can place provoke. Being second is not bad after a turn meter booster if you're running him in arena. Crit rate and crit damage is not really important unless you want him to do some damage, but he doesn't really scale well in terms of damage. And accuracy, so accuracy we have accuracy at 294, so that is good. This will help us out in arena as well as dungeons. 62,000 health points, 2,642 defense, 159 speed. So ideally we would want that speed to be a little bit higher, but it's okay with the turn meter booster. This is actually a pretty good artifact, a pretty good piece, 20% crit damage, but not really for Angar. Let's see what else we got. So you want the HP percentage primary on the gauntlets, and we want the accuracy on the chest. If you can have a higher accuracy like this, you can actually drop the accuracy primary on the chest and go for HP percentage. So you can boost your HP percentage even more, or if you want defense percentage. But look at that speed, 16. And for the boots, we went with speed. We actually did play around with having an HP percentage primary as for the boots, but you actually want him to be faster so he's able to place provoke. Because if he's just standing there waiting for his turns, like, I'm gonna provoke, but he actually never gets to do it, he is essentially useless in that fight. Let's look at the accessories. So defense primary ring. We're looking for substats. So we got HP percentage and defense percentage here. The attack does nothing for him. HP amulet with some. We're looking for accuracy here. So you can see that he doesn't have any other accessories. So that's why he's running this. And of course we want the accuracy banner. And it's good. We have got some HP and defense percentage here. So you want the defensive route and support route. So you want all the way down, we got retribution to counterattack. Most likely he won't even use this because he has a huge health pool. So it's going to be hard for the enemy to make him lose that much damage. Maybe in arena he might be able to do it, but not in dungeons. Maybe an Ice Golem's Peak, maybe. So the turns is really good for Arena. He has a 20% chance to counterattack an enemy when they apply a stun, sleep, or freeze debuff an ally. So with Torment running rampant in Arena, that is good. For the tier 6 mastery, you want with the Fearsome Presence. So increases the chance of placing stun, sleep, freeze, or provoke debuff from skills or artifacts by 5%. So this increases your chances of placing provoke. And we want for the accuracy from here and Lore of Steel. So Lore of Steel is going to work with our accuracy set, not going to work with the freeze set. And we want the Spirit Hairs, increase speed by 8 for each that ally, stacks up to 24. So these are the masteries. If you want to make them a little bit more damage, you can go down and get War Master. So if you only want to use them for dungeons, that would be a good option. So you can proc War Master and do a little bit more damage. Campaign location. So we actually did try him out in Nightmare. He wasn't very good because, you know, Nightmare is very hard. Brutal, he's able to farm Brutal, obviously, but he's not going to be a speed farmer. He doesn't do enough damage. He's not very fast. So we're going to give him a 4 for campaign locations. 5 is, for me, is a person that can clear campaign really quick, maybe like Big Gun, Bellower, champions like that. Arena offense, I'm going to give him a 4. He is very good now. Fire Knight's Castle. I actually think he's a 5 for Fire Knight, just because he has that AoE provoke in the first 2 waves and also the reflect damage on the whole team. I think that deserves a 5. And he also has a double hit on his A1. Arena defense, I'll keep that as a 4 as well. Clan boss, I think he is useless. Provoke is not going to do anything in clan boss. Same with reflect damage. So I'm gonna actually write down that he is useless for clan boss. Minotaur's Labyrinth, I guess he's okay. I mean, if you're struggling with Minotaur, you can run him. You can provoke and help your team get through. Spider's Den. I don't think he's good for Spider's Den, but he is not useless because he has an AoE attack and also a provoke. So I will say he is good in Spider's Den. Ice Golem's Peak, I'm going to give him... I was right good for now, because he's able to clear the first 2 waves, but he doesn't really do much against the Ice Golem other than provoking the ads, the guys on the side. So he's going to be a good. Dragon's Lair, I mean, he's gonna keep your Occult Brawler alive, if you know your poisoners, until they reach the dragon. And he's going to help you in the first 2 waves, but once he reaches the dragon, he doesn't do much. So I'm going to say he's a 3. Force Keep, 3. So he's not a damage dealer, so this doesn't even matter. I don't think people even have issues clearing the waves on the keeps. So we're going to keep it like that. And for Faction Wars, I actually think he's a 5. He has an amazing aura for Faction Wars, 44% ally HP increase. And also the Provoke is going to be very, very good to keep your damage dealers alive. So that's a 5. Let's look at recommended artifacts. So we're running Retaliation for some reason and Accuracy. That's pretty interesting. I wouldn't follow that. Try to get his HP as much as possible and make him tanky. This was not make him tanky. So now we're done the skills, artifacts, masteries, and reviewing. Now we're going to go ahead and test them out. So I usually like testing out in Arena first. And look at this powerful team right here. We're going to go for this team. So we're going to run Arbiter as lead. So yeah, my brother's Arbiter is going to go first. So we're going to go ahead and Terminator boost. Hopefully we don't get frozen. Okay, Angar's still not frozen. That's good. All right, so now we're going to AoE. Everyone's going to go after him, man. I feel like they're going to kill him. Whatever, man. We got to do it for the video. So we're going to AoE and try to see what we can provoke. So we got everybody provoked. That is good. And everybody's going to go after him. Let's try to get rid of all these debuffs. All these buffs. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, we are going to lose this fight, obviously. They are a very strong team, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and go against a different team. So let's just back out of this, leave battle. And let's not try to go, let's not try to get too ahead of ourselves here. So let's go for this team. that team. I don't know. A lot of people complain that I make videos on I'm not fighting against very strong teams, but I can't really showcase against a team that's just going to wipe them out. So we gotta. It's 159,000. Let's go. So what I want to test here is a reflect damage. So if he's able to go before Ray is a huge damage dealer. So I'm pretty sure she cannot one shot him, but I think she will one shot herself if he has reflect damage on him. So that's what we're going to test out right now. Big Gun might ruin this, man. Okay, I'm going to use his basic attack because I don't want to end this fight, even though it's not the right move. Okay, there we go. Hopefully Angar goes next. Come on, Angar. Yeah, I feel like if Angar was able to go before Big Gun, like we make him faster, that'll be better. He might kill her. Okay, good. So what I want to see is Ray attacking. She's not going to attack. She's provoked. I want her to use her strongest move. She's going to get wiped out. Can't really test him, man. Big Gun's too strong. Okay, let's throw it on auto. Yeah, but you guys see that his role is to place provoke, and what happens when he plays provoke is that they're not able to use their abilities, so they're only going to be using their basic attacks. So that is very good. That can give your team an advantage. That's what I used to do with Molly Tankard. I used to get her to be the fastest, and then yeah, I make her the fastest, and then she provokes, and then the fight's usually over because they can't do anything. But he has a very, very reliable provoke, as you can see. Throwing on auto, man. Harvest Jack is actually his weakness, because if he attacks Harvest Jack, he's going to lose all his buffs. There we go, fight's over. Yeah, so he plays his role very well, so that's what we're going to show for Arena. He plays his role very well. That's his role, to provoke and to place all the buffs on his team that reflect damage. So now we're going to go ahead and throw him in dungeons. We're going to go for Fire Knight. So my brother's team is actually really pretty slow on Fire Knight, but we're going to just showcase how good he is. His team is pretty slow because he doesn't have a reliable heal reduction, so he's just using Vizier for that. And also Terminator Manipulation, we don't have that here. So it might take a little bit longer, but we will speed it up if need be. So yeah, I can see the first two waves. So if you're struggling on waves and dungeons, usually in the beginning of the game, like when you're first started off being endgame, you have issues with waves. So once you get to the end, you don't really have an issue. So Angar really helps with that, and also he can help you out with Fire Knight, one of the hardest dungeons in the game. Yeah, everything should be good at that point. So I'm going to play this on 2x speed until we complete the first wave, and then I'm going to skip the second wave and go straight to the Fire Knight, not to make this video too long. Alright, so it took us 4 minutes to reach the Fire Knight, so that is pretty long. I guess we need some more DPS. Yeah, but let's see how things go. Let's see what Angar is able to bring to the table. So yeah, there we go, his double hit. Okay, now we have reflect damage up. Hopefully it doesn't wear out before we're able to utilize it. We still have it on him. She's gonna lose it. She lost it. So yeah, 10, and then it went down to 7. So this might take a while, so I'm gonna throw this at 2x speed. Maybe I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut before this fight is over.
11 minutes later.
All right, so this is actually hilarious because this is almost a wipe. So the issue is not Angar. The issue is I chose a legendary team that actually has no synergy, or the composition is not even good for Fire Knight. Like Big Gun's there for no reason because he has affinity disadvantage. So I don't know why I don't know why he's even in the party. So I should take him out for like an Armiger, something like that, or even Tyrell. I think Tyrell has affinity disadvantage as well. But yeah, we can obviously do better than this. 60 minutes is way too long. But what we learn from this is just because you have an old legendary team, it does not mean that you're going to get the best results. Like we actually cleared it. I actually, at one point, thought that we would actually lose this. So Angar did 418,000 damage. So yeah, he's not there for the damage. Yeah, everybody else, it doesn't even matter. So yeah, you can see like nobody did big damage. Like see the affinity disadvantage over here? Like how's Big Gun doing as much damage as Valkyrie and a Vizier? Like this guy's built for clan boss. And yeah, but that's besides the point. So Angar's role, obviously, you guys saw that he was provoking. He was provoking the ads, and then when he got to the Fire Knight, he was actually working pretty well with Valkyrie, when there was reflect damage up, and then the counter up. When the Fire Knight AoE'd, he took 5 hits, and then when they tried to counter, he took even more hits. So let's say you don't have another counterattack champion. You use Angar. So he's going to put 5 reflect damage up. So that's 5 damage plus his damage from his counter. So he's going to be essentially doing 7 hits basically right there. 7 hits. And then there's 3 more hits left. So your other allies can finish off the shield. So yeah, that's going to be it for Angar. If you guys found this video helpful or entertaining in any way, I know it took a long time in the Fire Knight. Make sure you guys drop a like. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you like what you see, consider subscribing. I make great content. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.